So I don't have a corporation, let's say then, and I have a private business practice
Right.
where I'm a landscaper. And there's a woman who comes in, she's definitely qualified for the job. And there's a man who comes in who's slightly less qualified for the job. But I just kind of want to hire him anyway because I just don't really like women. Why is that not something I should have the freedom to choose for myself? Why?
I mean, I just think we're operating at a different moral capacity. I mean, a lot of my things that I say are rooted in morals, and you're making yours vote like in sort of like laws.
I'm asking you for the moral argument.
I'm telling you that I believe it's wrong to make someone feel ashamed and not hire somebody and give them different outcome based off of their race or sex or
But you
sexuality.
don't believe it's wrong to tell people that they must do a thing they don't want to do.
Not at all. No, I don't. Because
So then it's not about choice then, is it?
I suppose if you want to make the argument you're making, then no.
Yeah. Then it's not really about choice. Okay, so the second pillar of feminism is
Right.
not
You
true.
just debunked it like so fast, just like that.
It's pretty
So
false.
easy
Yeah, it's
for
pretty
you.
false. You just said it's not really about choice. It's
Sure.
really about an agenda, right? What was the third pillar of feminism?
Today I show you guys the birth of Crash Out Kylie. Yes, viral sensation and my new favorite, unapologetically money-hungry, money-grabbing feminist online. And Andrew Wilson exposed just that on the Whatever podcast alongside Brian. It was honestly one of the best clips I've seen in a while, and I knew I had to react to it. And this is why they call her Crash Out Kylie. It's the most insane story saga I've seen, and the story and saga still continues because apparently now she's like suing the Whatever podcast. I don't know, but I'm also including not only the clip of Andrew Wilson and Brian really just roasting the crap out of Crash Out Kylie, but also her response, which is even better. It just adds more. It's the cherry on top. So let's get into her response. Let me show you that.
Content creator, but especially because I talk about intersectionality, which means I'm often talking about the systems that uphold white supremacy and racism in the US, which pisses off a number of uber racist white supremacists. About 6 weeks ago, I was misled by some men, and they ended up having me on a podcast that turned out to be Red Pill. I don't want to go into the details of it because it was honestly like the most traumatic experience of my life. And
Oh my gosh, really, bitch? The most horrendous experience of your life? Really? Okay.
became a meme known as Crush Out Kylie, which here's a photo, but they sent their hundreds of followers onto me to leave hate comments and spam report my account until it was removed on Instagram. For child, they do the same thing so that my content has been censored, is not appearing on people's For You pages. I've become a target for them, for incels and red pill people.
Okay, enough of that part because I can barely even hear her. So let me just show you where she actually crashed out live on the Whatever podcast. And the trolling that Andrew Wilson and Brian do to her is gold. It is content gold. Just wait.
Well, I think we're getting close to the end. Is this what we want to talk about for the last, few minutes?
Well, we have another 30 minutes.
Sure.
It's 5:59 right now. We have.
All right. Well, I might just have to take
6.
another break because I'm not feeling so hot. Is that all right?
But
I'll tell you what I would like to talk about next, though.
Well, one thing here, I think it would be fair.
I just told you I have medical issues, though. Like, I genuinely need to take a break.
Hold on. I'm fine with you taking the breaks.
Okay.
But given the frequency and the duration of said breaks, I think it's reasonable to ask for an additional 10, 15 minutes to make up for the breaks that have occurred thus far.
Sure. I will give you 10 minutes more. So we can go till 6:40. But
That's
other than
fine
that,
with-
I
that's fine
truly
with me.
cannot stay longer. Like, I have problems.
Oh,
Yeah, no, look,
We
do
know.
you want to go ahead and take the break and we'll let some chat?
Oh, bitch, you have problems? Yeah, we couldn't tell. Thank you. Thank you for sharing with the class. Hey, it's like the icebreaker. Hey, my name's Crash Out Kylie, and I have mental problems. Can I please go take a break? Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Andrew's face.
All right. Here's what we're gonna do, guys. Since we are getting close to the end of the show, make sure you get your messages in now. There's quite a few. Andrew, if you can just stay for just a sec.
I'm staying.
There's quite a few.
So they do end up getting to the super chats, which sends Crash Out Kylie over the edge even more so. But first, I want to show you guys this. This is another video from her, from Crash Out Kylie, where she pretty much tells the world that she had an agenda, a preconceived plan to use her medical issues as justification for her, like, to get out, to leave the podcast early, blah, blah, blah. You'll see the madness. Let me just show you this, okay? And by the way, talk about sad genetics. Like, this girl's like chubby, she's a chunky chunkster, and she even still has small boobs. It's like, if you're a fat girl, at least have big boobs, even though they don't count. Like, you know what I mean? Fat boobs don't really count as real boobs. However, if you're fat and you're flat chested and have like no ass, damn, you might as well be a crash out, realistically, because there's just no hope.
My name is Kylie, and this is part 2 of my story of being harassed by incels. It has ruined my mental health so severely that I actually ended up getting Bell's palsy. I will not be naming names specifically because, again, I am scared of these people, but you can do your research. I was misled by these people and told that I would be reimbursed for traveling out to California from Chicago.
Wait, what does that say? I cried for 2 days after this, then woke up with my face partially paralyzed. I was told there'd be a debate and not told I'd be trapped in a room with 2 evil, misogynistic men. Oh my gosh. It's probably her worst nightmare, but she should learn to love it. And wow, really? Your face became partially paralyzed because you were crying for 2 days straight? Yeah, I call bullshit. If you also think this is bullshit, make sure you like today's video. While you're at it, subscribe, comment down below, crash out Kylie, and we'll get right back to this crazy ass bitch.
It's not, and I have yet to receive any money. I am out $1,000 from my appearance on this podcast, and still every day I am harassed by their fans online, telling me that I got owned, when in reality I was disrespected blatantly to my face and made to feel unsafe. These people were talking about harming women.
I'm sorry, were they threatening your life? You really felt unsafe? Really? Really? And you had no idea what kind of podcast this was? You didn't like do some research and just watch, I don't know, not even a full episode, watch the clips that go viral from the podcast? You had no idea? Come on.
We're drinking alcohol on set and making me feel generally very uncomfortable and unsafe, as well as prolonging my duress by holding money and financial gain over my head, because they kept trying to prolong my stay longer and longer under the conditions in the contract that they wouldn't pay me unless I stayed till the end. On the live stream, people would send in.
I felt like I was in a real life Black Mirror episode. I flew across the country for the podcast and never received any payment. I was harassed for 3 hours straight. My family was so horrified. Well, I blame your family for allowing you to be this insane. They validate your insane behavior, and now you can't even just go on a podcast where 2 men disagree with you and they're not harassing you, but somehow you feel like your life is being threatened and you sue after? What a joke. L for you and your entire family.
In money and be like $10 to put a sock in her mouth, slap the bitch, $20, and a bunch of other things.
Rule of thumb, guys, never underestimate the chat. I think the chat is hilarious. I've had a lot of insults in live chats, even when I was on the whatever podcast, I'm sure. And just who cares? People are going to say insane things online. Get over it. If you can't handle things like that, how will you handle any actual problems or crises that you face in your life? Crash out Kylie, come on. Okay, so here she comes back. Crash out Kylie is back, and just watch, guys, because I've never seen a more hungry for money grabbing ass bitch in my life.
I've actually had someone offer to pay me, because I'm assuming if I leave early, you won't pay me. But I've had someone in my comments offer to pay me the amount that I was paid to be here. So I'm going to go because I have medical problems. I'm not feeling good.
What if somebody in our chat offers to pay you
more?
Do you think they would?
Yeah.
Well, they would pay me and then...
Yes, if someone offered, I would stay, and I would.
And this is the genius of Brian and Andrew right now, is they on the spot were they knew, oh, this bitch, she just wants money. She just wants to get paid. So let's troll her to get her to stay. And they did such an amazing job. I thought this was Brian's best moment I've seen, honestly, by far.
Cry on camera. But I don't know if they will.
This is why we have the wage.
And I would cry. Yes, if someone offered, I would stay, and I would cry on camera. But I don't know if they will.
This is why we have the wage gap. Sure. This is literally why we have the wage gap, ladies and gentlemen.
But I highly doubt that someone will offer that.
Oh my gosh.
I wonder, so they're offering you...
They're offering me 50.
So if you stay for another 2 hours, what would that cost?
Oh my God.
Like $500?
No. My God. More.
On top.
More?
Probably double.
Excuse me. She's not even an attractive woman. Why does she think she gets this much money for such little time? I don't get it.
Double
500, so 1,000.
The original. Okay, double the original. So I think we would need, in order, would you actually, if it was doubled, would you?
If it was actually doubled, I would stay, because again, I do have a problem, so I could probably stay a little longer.
2 hours.
I would just have to
2
take
hours
breaks.
beyond, so we're talking 8:30.
Sure. Then I would need like triple, because I like.
Troy.
Triple.
You're a tough negotiator, Kylie. You're a tough negotiator.
I like
this girl over here, tough negotiator.
I genuinely
She needs to be able to pay for her mental health treatments, right? Because she has so many mental problems, obviously.
do have issues though. Like that's not a lie. So I just don't like to talk about it. But I have a hard time. Yeah. Like I could like.
Yeah, what is the
headaches
issue
and-
anyway?
I don't really like to talk about it, but I've had like concussions and stuff like that. So
Concussions?
It's like a brain- like a-
TBI.
yeah, I mean, traumatic brain injury. Yeah, it was a traumatic. It's like I get like really bad headaches and like.
Do you want? We have like
Difficulty breathing.
Tylenol or ibuprofen. We could give you.
But yeah, I don't really want to go too much into it.
Oh, she sets an alarm on her phone, pretends it's a phone call. Yeah, we can see right through you. And by the way, you have your ringer on during a podcast. How rude. How rude. This is something I noticed when I was on the whatever podcast, is the amount of bitches that were just so rude with being on their phones during the podcast, thinking that they are owed the world. I cannot stand entitled women, and most of them are, unfortunately. It's disgusting.
Okay.
But I have had someone offer me, but I just don't think this is a good environment. So I think I'll just take the offer that the person has given me of the original amount, and I'm just gonna head out. I think so. Yeah. I just I think my health is more important than
Right.
whatever you've offered me, which is
You know, especially because she's in the room with two very dangerous men that are making her feel so unsafe. So physically she's unsafe, and then mentally she's also unsafe. Yeah, I'm buying it.
not much. So
I mean, I don't think it's fair. You know, we've been very generous here at the Whatever podcast. I don't know if that's a fair categorization. So you said the double. So if somebody does essentially, somebody want to send in like an Ethereum.
and again, like this isn't really my network, so I don't think anyone's gonna offer it. So, but I guess nothing is impossible.
Are there any takers in the chat who want to see this? Wait, let me ask the chat. Why don't I pull the chat? Chat, does anybody want another 2 hours on top of, so like 8:40 Pacific time? Is it standard time or?
I think,
Standard?
yeah.
Is it standard time or is it daylight?
All
No, it's
right.
standard.
I know how we can raise the money. So here on my notepad, right down here, okay, we're going to play Hangman. I'll play Hangman. Chat, we're going to play, okay, yeah, we're going to play Chat Hangman. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to play Chat Hangman. It's only 4 letters. That's it. You send in $100. It gives you the letter. I'll put in the letter, but we got to do it quick, okay? And then I'm going to rule them out. We'll play Chat Hangman. That's how we'll raise the shit. Well, look, hey, tell me, you got a better idea? You got nothing. All right, let's do Chat.
Look at Andrew Wilson. He is a man. He is solving the problems live. Let me know if you guys want a part 2, because she does actually, I believe, end up suing, or she's threatening a lawsuit. I'm not really sure, but if you guys want to know more of this Crash Out Kylie versus the Whatever Podcast tea, I'm all here for it. I'm obsessed with this entire saga story as someone that thinks everything is boring. So I love it. And if you made it to the end of the video, make sure you comment in orange heart. It helps boost the video in the algorithm, and I would really, really appreciate it. And just shout out to Brian and Andrew Wilson. I will link both of the channels down below. Andrew Wilson's channel, Brian's Whatever Podcast channel. Obviously, you guys know what that is. As always, I'll always link Andrew Wilson's amazing wife, Rachel Wilson's channel down below. I love the Wilsons. And yeah, tell me your thoughts. I love reading your comments as well, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a great day. Bye.